Hello, welcome to the Roy Rogers News Channel. Thank you for watching. Alright, and before we dive into part 16, I must make a note here that we have completed the story. So if you want to watch the story mode being completed, then feel free to watch the previous parts. This part is going to be about all the houses that I've missed and all the items that you can get on your adventure. And this video might be useful if you are going about your adventure and you may want to stop by some of these houses. I just wanted to save these houses for after the story. So this is the after story, pretty much. Because we already completed the after story in parts 13, 14, and 15, but now we get to go through all the houses. And before we dive into part 16, I must mention 3 disclaimers. Well, actually 4 disclaimers. Disclaimer number 1 is that I don't have any HM slave in my party. All the HMs that you see here on screen are being summoned by move Okronas, which you can obtain from the Poke-Ammo gift shop. Disclaimer number 2 is that all my party members have the black hole particle effects equipped on them, and the reason being is, well, for aesthetics, but also for a more important reason, is so that way I could encourage you to check out the gift shop, maybe purchase some move Okronas, and maybe purchase some black hole particle effects. So feel free to check out the gift shop. Your donations do help in paying off Poke-Ammo server expenses. And disclaimer number 3, I do not receive any compensation or any kickback from Poke-Ammo. I'm just saying this from the bottom of my heart because I want to see this game flourish, and it would be nice if you can drop by the gift shop and put in a donation. And disclaimer number 4, which is a disclaimer specifically for part 16, is this is the after story, so there's going to be no acting, nothing like that. It's just going to be me speaking to you as I'm speaking here now. So if you want to see me acting, you may want to check the previous parts for that. And without further ado, oh yeah, one last disclaimer. This part may actually contain spoilers, so please don't watch this part yet if you haven't watched the other story mode parts. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive in, and let's go ahead and start up our after story. So, hello, this is an extra part of the tape. I just wanted to add this extra feature. So some people may ask, where can you change the Rotom forms? And that's a very good question. You can change the Rotom forms in the old Eterna City Team Rocket building here, or Team Galaxy building. So yeah, there's an entrance. There we go. And that's how you change the Rotom forms. Now, you can change it for about 25k. If you have a Rotom, you can change it to each form in for just 25k. Alright. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and go to the other place. And then we're going to get one last item that I forgot about covering in part 16. But I do plan to insert this in the part 16 tape, so yeah, hopefully the transition is not too abrupt. But yeah, so there's an item there that I forgot to get. Let's go and surf there and get the item, shall we? Right there. So there's a rare candy. Alright, and now let's go ahead and go back to the program here. So we're going to go back in 3, 2, 1. We're at Jubilife City. Why are we at Jubilife City? That's a very good question. Jubilife City is home to a house where we can talk to a beauty girl and we can get a Quick Claw. Alright, so go to the house north of the Pokemart. So there's actually, this is not necessarily a house, it's more of a condominium, but there's a lady over here and she should give us our Quick Claw. Hello. Oh, your Pokemon are quite adorable. Hey, so why don't you try holding this Quick Claw? Alright. There we go. Yep. There we go. So let's go ahead and fly over to Orenburg City. So that's going to be our next city over here. Alright, so while I'm doing these events, let's go ahead and chat a little bit about the Sinnoh story, and really, I guess you can get a curtain lifted a little bit and get to have some of the behind-the-scenes stuff. So go to the house, go to second house, southeast. Alright. So house southeast, or, oh, first house to see. Alright, so this is that house. So let's go and chat. I think this is the house, right? Alright. It's a little bit about the behind the scenes. As I mentioned in part 15, originally Gliscor and Ninetales were not the original Pokemon that I was going to have in my party. I was gambling whether or not I wanted, well, gambling's kind of the wrong word. I was trying to decide whether or not I was deciding about whether or not a Pokemon would have a certain... Alright, so we're going to go over to this house over here. So, things like, what Pokemon has the best coverage? And I thought about it. Nope. Okay. So I was deciding whether or not to have Gliscor or Ninetales, and alright. So the Ninetales, I was thinking, and originally it was going to be either... I was shuffling through a lot of Pokemon. I was thinking, like, do I want Nidoqueen? Or, sorry, not Nidoqueen. Do I want Nidoking? Do I want Starmie? Then I thought, everybody's going to be using Starmie. So I didn't want to use Starmie because everybody was using it. So... let's go ahead and go to that house and see what we can do. We're supposed to get a Great Ball somewhere. There we go. There we got the Great Ball. But I know what some people are probably going to tell me. I should try to see what happens if I give the guy a Geodude. So yeah, so I was shuffling through Nidoqueen, Starmie. Let me try to remember. It's been a while since I've been... like, ever since Sinnoh was announced, I was pretty much shuffling through tons of Pokemon names. I can get to that in a moment. Yeah. Alright, so I'm back. Tell you what, I might actually get my old script. And... yeah. Well, this is not really an old script. This is more of like game plans. So, let's see here. Meanwhile, I'm going to go up to the house while I'm searching for this. So yeah, this was the original plan. I want to have this map out because it may help out a little bit. So let's go ahead and chat with the guy, see if you... oh yeah, that's Geodude. Oh, so cool, so cute. Go out and catch with 2. Thank you, my friend. This is a token of my appreciation. Alright, there's a heal bell right there. Or a heal ball. So anyways. I think. There we go. Yeah, I found my beta Pokemon that I have here. Alright. So I can give you the general list of all the Pokemon that were pretty much candidates to take over take over the places that Vulpix and Gligar were going to take. Actually, it was always going to be Ninetales and Gliscor, but I listed as Vulpix. But let me go and show you the candidates. So there was Tauros, which had, which would have had Strength, Poison, Jab, Earthquake, Stone Edge. But I was like, Tauros is a little bit too. The problem with Tauros is that, okay, let's go ahead and do that. Okay. So now we can go over to Orenburg City. Yep. That. Okay. I'm gonna go to Eterna City. Right over here. So yeah, go to the building east of the Pokemart. Building east of the Pokemart. So that is right over here. So yeah, so Tauros I thought was a little bit too bland. Curla I thought was a little bit I didn't think that it had like I didn't really think that that would really be oh, there's a name raider. Do you have a Blitzle? Nope, don't want to trade. All right. So our gym leader goes on turn floors. She does there. All right. Cycle. Oh, no problem. Hello. I had this TM recycle for such a long time now. It's not anything I have stays. I do hope you put it to good use. Well, thank you so much for the TM recycle. Really appreciate it. All right. So yeah, and by the way, if you get the Chatot, then Chatot should have a Lepaberry. All right. So yeah, so Curla I thought was a little bit too bland. Then I thought Slowpoke, but Slowpoke was too slow for the walkthrough, and a lot of things in Sinnoh operate by speed. So I want to make sure that I can make sure that that's fast enough, but at the same time, I wanted to make sure that these Pokemon, these Pokemon have sort of a coolness factor to them. So yeah, that's nice. Also, the starter was my original starter from 2009. Let's go ahead and go to the Southern Gate, which is right by... Alright. Northern Gate. I think this is the gate. Don't worry, I can get Lopunny back here in a minute. High school is this? We got a flag. It's Pokemon accessory. Alright, so we got a flag here. Alright. Heart Home. It's going to be right over here. So yeah, so Slowpoke. I'm going to go ahead and replace Geodude. I'll be back. Alright, I am back. Yeah, somebody in the Pokemon Center was just standing by me, so I thought that they wanted to have a conversation. Alright. House east of Pokemart. So yeah, so there was Tauros, there was Curla, there was Slowpoke, and there was, man. Oh, man. Gengar, Gyarados, Jolteon, Starmie, Nidoqueen, Venusaur, Slowbro, Dodrio, Crobat, Aerodactyl, Jolteon, Ninetales, Houndoom, and Chandelure, and Gliscor. But yeah. Oh yeah, so Ninetales was heads, and Houndoom was tails. So I flipped a quarter, and it was heads, so I picked Ninetales. All right. So, yeah. Oh, man. Okay, I think that this guy... Talk to the guy with the hat. I'm gonna go to the elevator. So yeah, so eventually I settled on Ninetales and Gliscor. So yeah, so that was the original. That was the original plan. Was you know, to hone down 2 Pokemon, so that way the other 4 team slots can be full of the Sinnoh Pokemon, which I really wanted the Sinnoh Pokemon to star in the show. So, all right, that's that was why I house east of Pokemart. So that would be over here, I think, right? Guy with the hat. There we go. Hello. Why is the other clubs at number 1? Much do. Okay. Pokemon fan club. Oh, we're Rogers Fangman. Oh, great. Should be another house. So, yeah. As for everybody being in a couple, you may ask, like, how come Roy wants everybody to be dating on Pokemon, like all the NPCs and that sort of thing? I wanted Sinnoh to be able to relate to people in my audience. Oh, there we go. Hey, we got the Shell Bell, which is nice. Alright, so all we need to do is just get the Puffin case, which I don't think I don't think it's usable as of right now, but it, you know, just in case it is implemented in the near future, we can go ahead and see if we can get it. All right, that function is not yet implemented. All right, Puffins. Hello. Alright. There we go. So this lady's not going to give us the Puffin case. No problem. At least we checked. Alright. So now we're going to go over to Solicin Town, which is essentially where the daycare is. Alright, so let's go ahead and go talk to the guy west at the Pokemon Center to get the Pokemon history. I think it's this guy, right? Oh, alright. And you know, go to the house here at the Pokemon Center and talk to the guy. Sunglasses. Alright. Alright. Yeah, at least we checked. Alright. Go down the stairs northeast, and there should be a guy. Okay. I think... I'm not sure if I've spoken with him yet. Oh yeah, so unknown. So if anyone's wondering how to get that item, just document all the unknown forms. I have a shop in the trade corner, and yeah, and you should be able to yeah. There we go. Hey, we got the green shard. So if you get all the unknown forms documented, then you should have an extra room that you can go to at Vilestone City. And yeah, you can catch the question mark and the exclamation point. And you can get a rare candy up there. All right. So yeah. All right. Vilestone City. Let's go over here. Go to the red building. Oh, there we go. Talk to the old lady to get a mask. Oh, alright. You got the mask. Go up the stairs. So I'm concentrating at the moment, but yeah, I really wanted to make sure that Sinnoh can be able to relate with people. So that was why. Up the stairs. So, tell you what, I'm gonna go down the stairs because I don't. To think that it may actually be in the basement. Attention, please. The favorite muffin. All right. Candy bars. Oh, best friend is you. Does life continue to throw you? Yes, it does. For example, I recently discovered Pokemon evolve in certain locations. When I learned that, I felt thrilled. Oh, that's great. So I have to find paradise in the department store basement. I carried away a bottle. All right. Well, it's interesting to see the professor here. So we're going to go up the stairwell here. We're going to go up the next flight of stairs. Since I wanted the content to be more relatable, people on Pokemon and people that I've spoken to on Pokemon are in relationships, I figured, alright, just make the NPCs either date or marry each other, but I try to make sure that they were a good match for each other. And also, I try to impersonate their voice based upon... Oh great, you got a sticky barb. Alright. Alright. Get the fresh water, I know there. Alright, so... Hello, ma'am. Alright. So anyway, so... Let's go and visit these houses. I think there's a house where you can get trade art. Huh. Alright. One moment. I'll be back. Alright, I am back. So, yeah, there we go. Thank you. No thanks. There we go. There's our Porygon. We can't really trade it for discs and stuff because it is a gift, but yeah, it's nice to know that you have Porygon there. Yep, I don't have a lot of coins. But yeah. So we got Milestone done. Alright. Oh, we need to talk to a guy that you see to get 20 coins. Southwest of the Pokemon Center. I think that's this place, right? Alright, there we go. There's our 50 coins. Chat with the first guy to get 20 coins. Alright, there we go. Chat with the girl in the blue. Alright. Girl in blue. I think I've spoken to her already. I think I have. Let me check my bag real quick. Yeah, I think I've spoken to her already. Alright. Talk to the girl in the blue hat. If you play 10 or more bonus rounds in a row, slot machines. Oh no, thanks. I don't want to gamble. But let's go ahead and go over to Pasadora City. There's actually a lot of stuff to do at Pasadora. So alright. Oh, parcel lady, yep. There's a Tortwig mask. Okay. Hey, this is where the move tutor is, which is nice to know. All right. House north of the Pokemon. All right, that's this house. I will be back in a moment. Alright, I am back, and I got a male and female Combee. Let's go ahead and speak to the young man again. There we go, and there's our Macho Brace right there. West of the Pokemart. Alright. Spoken to her. Alright. So yeah, so I want to make sure that the content was relatable to my audience, which is why I went ahead and it was really hard to match up everybody because I wanted to make sure that they had a good personality. Also, the impersonations you may find fascinating. So well, there we go. My Pokemon has a high happiness. There we go. That's a great ball. Yep, got that. Guy in the morning. Alright. The house all the way northwest. So I had to make sure everybody was in a relationship. There was a reason why I made Cyrus the only man that was single in the new Sinnoh story, because so I wanted the guy to, you know, hey, there's the black glasses. You can get them in the middle of the day. By the way, black glasses you can get in the middle of the day. At nighttime, he gives you the wise glasses, and in the morning, he can give you a choice specs. So there you go. So those are the glasses that he gives you. All right. So make sure you chat with him again, either in the morning or in the evening. I don't want to show it here on tape, but you know where he is now. All right. Let's go ahead and go over to the Great Marsh. So we should go back to Passadora. And then we're going to chat with the guy. Chat with the guy southwest. Right. Guy southwest. Talk to the guy near. I think we're at the southwest, but I don't see a guy here. So, yeah. Anyway, so I want to make Cyrus single because I figured that would be more nefarious. Also made him around his late 50s because I figured, you know what, I want this guy to have another goal other than ruling the world, because if you think about it, oh, there we go. So yeah, so I thought Cyrus may want a goal that's a little bit more in tune with what a nefarious person would think. I mean, and also I wanted the goal to be something that adults would typically understand, because villains usually have a goal like, oh, we want to rule the world, and that's, you know, that to me is just kind of a cheesy goal. I mean, it's a goal, but it's very cheesy to me. It's like, oh, you know, rule the world. Wasn't there like some cartoon, Powder Puff or something like that? The Powder Puff Girls. They have this ape guy who's supposed to rule the world. Let's see. I don't collect shards, so you can have it. Take it. Oh, thank you. Nicely gives the blue shard there. And we can go ahead and exit the safari. That's why we went here. Yes. Uh-huh. Okay. There we go. Talk to her. Okay. I need to go to Car Life City. Enter first house. Oh, we need to enter the first house to get the TM. So this house, right? Okay, this house then. Has to be this house. Alright, there's skill swap right there. We got it. Alright, so now that we got that, let's go to Snow Point. Let's go in the house from the gym. Snow Point City. So yeah, so well, when I was dealing with the gym leaders and stuff, by the way, I should say this, a lot of the people that I do impersonations of, some people, not all people, but there are some people, oh yeah, you can trade a Medicham for a Haunter. And the Haunter is going to hold the Everstone. Alright, yeah, no problem. So if you go to this house, you should be able to get that. Alright. Alright. Yeah, so we got that. Alright. So you can go ahead and trade that to her, and you should be able to get the Everstone that way. Alright, so items here, these here. Alright, so we're gonna go back to Jubilife. Building northwest from the Pokemart. Alright. This is a building northwest of the Pokemart. Alright. So... oh, no thanks. Okay. Oh. Oh, thank you for the mask. Really appreciate it. There's a bunch of camera equipment. Oh, man. This would be an awesome studio for Roy Rogers News, but the problem is that we can't sit in those chairs. This function is not yet implemented. Alright. Hello, ma'am? Okay, there we go. We don't need the global terminal because we have PokeMO, so... yeah, that's nice. Alright. So, yes, about that. Hey, this looks like a great location. For anyone that wants to do tournaments, this would be a great location. This place and this place. Alright. Is our producer? It's kind of cool to have your own little office. So, yeah. So it was quite easy for me to do impersonations of some of these NPCs. Because some of these NPCs... some of these people I've actually met in real life, so it's quite easy for me to do that. Some of these NPCs are based on people I've actually met. So, yeah. Or it's based on certain events that have taken place in my life. Cyrus is the exception to that. Cyrus is kind of the antagonist, but otherwise, yeah, Cyrus is, I mean, if you notice something about Team Galactic, there's kind of a theme to it. Kind of a theme where everybody's all unhappy. It's kind of the theme to it. Okay. I think he's just going to keep inserting the link searcher. That is a good hint to this was back in 2009. Were they developing the movie, the Pikachu movie, during 2009? Because this piece of dialogue makes me awfully curious about that. I don't know the answer to that question, but that is real curious. All right. So yeah, but yeah, so anyways, yeah. It's on a live events. anything? Oh, alright. There's the metal coat. Don't worry, I got this. We can't battle this legendary, can we? There we go. I was pretty shocked. I was like, really? Oh, man. I'm glad that we don't have to battle Cresselia. There we go. All right. There we go. That. There's the one for a gate. All right. So all we need to do is just go to Eterna City. So, yeah. All right. We need to go to the house west from the gym to talk to Professor Oak. All right. Professor Oak is not here. So let's go ahead and go to Eterna Forest. The best I could say is here, but I think... Alright, this is also the forest. But we're going to chat with her. Alright. Collecting accessories. Alright, oh, we got the big tree. Yep, we already got those items. Yep. Okay. There we go. So, now with that being said, let's go ahead and go to... so go to... Oh, wow. We may need to skip Turnback Cave and Distortion World for now. Let's go and see if there's any other places to go to that's not too involved. Battle Zone. Okay. We can go there. We can go to the Battle Zone, no problem. We already did these things. Yep. We did them all. Yes. But we need to go to Battle Zone real quick. What we call the fight area. I think this is where the battle zone is. The battle zone is right here, but we can't get to it. That's the battle frontier, but think that there's battle zone. Ah, hello, Barry. Yo, if it isn't best friends. This place doing, alright. Hello, Barry. Oh, it's you, best friends. You know, best trainer. Yep. Alright, this is the battleground. So it's your Buck's friend. Yes, yep. Oh. Alright, yeah, great. Thanks. So, yeah, this is kind of the... I kind of like this place. This place is quite calm. I kind of like this place, Battleground. But we need to go to the battle zone, which I don't think we can go to yet. Resort area, fight area, battle frontier. But yeah, we're gonna have to skip that because we can't get to it. Alright, so now we're gonna have to do the hardest thing. Yeah, so Giratina. Giratina and the death of Cyrus. That took a lot of thought and a lot of consideration. It's also the very first Roy Rogers News Channel video to ever receive an advisory. And I thought, I was like, after the video, I was like, I gotta put an advisory because some people may not want to hear or even want to think about that sort of scenario happening. So for those people, I went ahead and I put an advisory, but you know, but my channel is not a kids channel, so you know, and I want to make sure that YouTube knows that. So yeah, that's very important to me. Because the people I speak to are people who are like 17 plus. I mean, so like 17 to 35 is the general demographic of my audience. But yeah, so there we go. So what we need to do is we need to go back in that cave, and I'm gonna have to put repel on so we can go through. This is going to be the last place that we're going to go before we sign off. And we're gonna sign off of all places. I think this is going to be the best way to end it. We are going to sign off right at... Should I say? You know what? No. I want to surprise you all. I think you all are going to love it. Trust me on that. You all are going to love the place where we're going to sign off. It's going to be so great. All right. Before I go inside, I got to put on some repel, so I'm going to be right back. Please stay tuned to the Roy Rogers News Channel for further Sinnoh coverage. All right, I am back. So let's go and go inside. Let's go ahead and use defog. We're going to go ahead and use defog, shall we? Yep. Okay, so now we're at... Pillars for... Alright, I thought the sign would be there. Alright, so the directions are random, according to my notes. Find the room. Pillar in the middle 3 times. I think I need to go in here, right? Huh. We're here, over here, and over here, right? Okay. 2-6. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I want to say down. Right? Okay. I'm going to say 6. So, what the? That was a fluke. It's like, man, I know you got repel, but, but I'm still going to encounter you. That is so funny. Just for that, yeah. You know what? Haunter, congratulations. I'm gonna make my attempt to catch you. If you can't be caught, okay, but if you can, it'd be great too. You are hilarious, Haunter. Like the way how you just encounter me out of nowhere. That is so great. So yeah. Anyway, so how about Cynthia marrying Lucian? Well, based on the person. Cynthia is based on a person that I've actually spoken to in my experience. And Cynthia, Lucian, as you may know, he reads a lot of books. He's very smart. Cynthia, oh, all right. There's our Haunter. I'm going to name this Haunter Interruptor. All right. Somebody's probably gonna write me telling me that if I spell it wrong or not. All right, so I'm gonna name this Haunter Interrupter. But yeah, man. Okay, then there's a bunch of Bronzor. Even with the repel, I still get a bunch of encounters. I don't know why. That is so hilarious. You know what? I'm going to stop this madness right now. I'm going to get Bronzong over here. Or I'm going to get Toxicroc. Because Toxicroc is level 70-something. Aha. Now we get to... Oh, we don't get to use Defog. Obtain the Stardust. Okay. Yep. This is welcome back to the Distortion World, although we're not going to catch Giratina. Instead, what we're going to do, there's actually an item that we can get over here. The item is called the... Alright, this is a pretty straightforward puzzle. It's not really too intense. Oh, man. So... Yeah, so this item is going to be called a Gregarious Orb. Yeah, sure. I mean, there's no wild encounters, but you can still get a Gregarious Orb, right? Yeah, we can't get Giratina. But there's the Vortex. While I'm here, I might as well talk about it. So, yeah, so the new music that I had was quite... I wanted to make it scary, like almost like you, like it puts you in suspense as to, oh man, what's going to happen to Cyrus? That's all by design. Essentially, what's happening here? You know, like I wanted to have that feeling of suspense, which is why I did that. But yeah, as for Flint and for Flint and for by the way, you can also get Reaper Cloth. If you took 14 15 rooms for the find this room, you can pick a rare bone. 16 to 13, the 16 to 30 rooms, you can get a Stardust. All right, yeah, no problem. Yeah, you can get Reaper Cloth and rare bones and that sort of thing. All right, great. And so yeah, let's go ahead. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna use number 8. yeah, so we're going to go over to Twin Leaves Town, and we're going to sign off right over in our house. But while the rappel is going to wear out, I'm going to go ahead and tell you about Barry. So how come Barry's name has been mispronounced as Bob? Like, have you wondered that? That's a very good question, because I noticed a lot of men in my life named Bob, or either men in my life or men on television named Bob. And yeah, so essentially, I was like, all right, so that's kind of the, at least to me, it's a pretty common name. So, you know, Barry sounds a lot like, well, not really a lot, but it sounds like Barry, Bob, you know, both of them start with the letter B. And yeah, so if I don't know a guy's name, I just call him Bob. Or if I want to use a guy's example, I use the name Bob. So yeah. So there's actually a lot of characters just upon people in real life. So yeah, so I mentioned that. I mentioned a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff. It was very fun covering Sinnoh, especially in a news story. I guess the thing about me is that a lot of people have nostalgia about Sinnoh. I remember Sinnoh back in 2009, but you know, before I sign off, I just want to say this. Oops. Let's go and go back to the YouTube chat. Have I had it off of YouTube chat the whole time? Anyways, before I sign off, I just want to say this. Back when I played Sinnoh in 2009, I noticed there was quite a bit of some holes in Sinnoh's storyline. You know, as I mentioned earlier in the video, Cyrus taking over the world, but, you know, he doesn't really give much of a detail as to why he wants to rule the world. And I wanted to put some context in there, and I wanted to add a bit of some depth in the Sinnoh story where it needed depth. But at the same time, there are a lot of people who are sentimental to Sinnoh. But I guess to me, I was able to overlook that sentimental stuff. I mean, Pokemon Stadium to me is sentimental. But Pokemon Platinum, it's sentimental, but it's not as sentimental as it is Pokemon Stadium. So I was able to look at Pokemon Platinum back in 2009, and I said to myself, man, there's a lot of stuff missing here. And so I went ahead and I inserted a lot of depth into Pokemon Platinum. And yeah, and actually we got all the hidden items, which is nice. So I hope you all enjoyed the Sinnoh walkthrough, because I really did put a lot of effort into this project of mine. So yeah, so once this video is released, then I do plan to go back and do the Guy Tavern and pretty much work on that and try to make sure Pokemon is all up to date. If I can't release, if I release the video a little bit late at night, then there's a chance that I may go back to working on the guides and stuff when I get back home, because Sunday through Tuesday I'm going to be at a wedding. So yeah, so I'm really happy for the recipients of the wedding. So that's why I've been quite speedy when it came to the Sinnoh walkthrough, and why I did 1 hour or 2 hour tapes. Also the fact that it kind of enhances the movie effect, so that way you can listen to it and you're like, oh my gosh, like you can actually see these characters be in depth. Yeah, I wanted that to happen. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, so after this video, I'm going to go back to my normal everyday schedule on Pokemon. Thank you so much for watching. This is the Roy Rogers News Channel. It's been a pleasure doing this in a walkthrough with you. Don't forget to comment or subscribe to my channel. Like or dislike the content that you see here. And I'm going to go back to doing headlines and update coverage. But if there's any updates during the days of the marriage, then I may need to cover that update later on. You know, and as for the headlines, I may or may not cover headlines. It just depends on when I release the Sinnoh walkthrough. So thank you so much for watching. This is the Roy Rogers News Channel. Don't forget to comment or subscribe to my channel, like or dislike the content that you see here. And thank you so much for watching this this walkthrough. It has been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure featuring Sinnoh in a brand new light. This is Roy Rogers News Channel, signing off. Fast, accurate, unbiased. Roy Rogers News.